And I think we can start. People are joining, so we will start slowly and then they will come along. Okay, so good morning, everyone. Super nice to see you all here, especially to our speakers, but also to everyone that is joining us today for this webinar. My name is Marina Domingas. I work at F6S and I am the communication manager of AI Boost. And I will just super quickly walk you through today's agenda, and then I will give the floor to Cecile. So today we will have with us Cecile Huet, the head of Unit Robotics and AI Innovation and Excellence at the European Commission. We will also have with us Jaume Cot, our AI Boost coordinator, Lilit Axner, programmer manager at EuroHPC, Manuel Portela, that works at Universitat Pompeu Fabra. Sorry, it's early in the morning still. And Mariana Costa, that is my colleague at F6S, project manager. All of us are here today to clarify your doubts, to walk you through this challenge, to explain you if you are a good fit for this and how you should apply in more detail. So with no further ado, I will give the floor to Cecile.
I'm sharing my screen. Okay, good morning, everyone. Very happy to be with you today. That's a very important day for us and for the community. So I'm leading the unit called Robotics and AI, Innovation and Excellence. And the role of our unit is really to develop the ecosystem of excellence in Europe in AI and robotics. So we do a number of activities in that context. And what is becoming really important, we saw the increasing role that AI, and in particular this new wave of AI, generative AI, and the like, is going to have on our society. We see it having a potential impact on all the industry, on all the cities, and therefore we want to really support that in Europe, and not any single member state can do it alone. So we are trying at European level to really make a difference. So it is a very important political also subject, because the president in the State of the Union in September announced that we want to have a global AI framework, which has 3 components. We want to have an AI which is human-centric and which respects our value, the ones we have in Europe and we cherish in Europe. So we want to make sure that the AI we have in Europe is protecting their user. That's why we want to have the guardrail, and you saw the AI Act being there. We want also to have a governance to make sure that indeed these rules are respected, and we have a mechanism to make it happen, and also work with other countries to follow and encourage others to adopt also similar practices. And in the context of this initiative, we want also to guide and support the innovation. And for that, we have a number of instruments. So we want, with our initiative, to really put Europe on the map of generative AI, for having a foundation model made in Europe that are the one we can control, we can decide the way they work, and we can ensure that they respect our value, and also allow the user and developer of this model to keep their data in Europe as well. So for that, we need to really put in place a number of activities to build a community, a very strong community on building and deploying those models. And we have a number of actions, both from Horizon Europe, Digital Europe, EIC Accelerator, and this large AI Grand Challenge, going from more basic research to deployment, as you can see. So as announced in the State of the Union, this startup initiative has a number of components. So we have in Europe really leading edge supercomputers, and this is a unique opportunity to offer these capacity to innovators. And in particular, in the State of the Union, the president announced that we're going to have an EU AI startup initiative leveraging on these capacities. So the goal is to provide this compute facility in addition to also additional support, such as the more financial support. In general, in our program, we work in cooperation with a partnership called ADRA. And this ADRA is an association that represents all the stakeholders in AI. So if you're not yet a member of ADRA, I would strongly encourage you to become one. This is an important body to define the strategy and also guide us in defining the priority for funding in the program we support. It's also a very important tool to network and build this very important community of AI in Europe. And moreover, they have an initiative to support the generative AI, so a task force on support on generative AI. So it's an announcement as well. I wanted to share with you. Now, regarding this large AI grant challenge, it's a combination of different effort, and this is part of one project we have, the AI Boost project, which is leading this initiative. And this AI Boost project is there to provide prizes. So they are leading this call, and they will distribute through this call €1 million total prize to be distributed among the winners. And we work also in cooperation with EuroHPC, which will provide then the HPC resources to the winners, which is a very important resource for the development of this model. What is really the main objective is to support innovative generative AI models, align with our European values, and to make sure that we support the European sovereignty in the field, so lowering the current dependency we have on non-European models. So AI Boost is really leading this initiative, and you will have more information from them. But I wanted to highlight some of the aspect of this call to make sure that, as previously said, you are make sure that you are in scope with what is expected from this call. So what is important is to develop a language foundation models using either Lumi or Leonardo supercomputer. The model must be trained from scratch and has at least 30 billion parameters, to give you a bit the size and the type of models we're looking for. And the SMEs applying for that must have technical capacity and experience working already on large AI model. And they, in their proposal, they should justify the use of HPC and demonstrate that their team has expertise in training foundation models using such systems. And what is also important is to substantially differentiate as compared to existing LLMs you find already out there. So this will be then the added value that you will have in developing, in training such model via this action. So thank you for your attention, and I wish you good luck, especially good work to prepare your proposal, and looking forward to see the proposal, and then to see especially the winner of that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cecile, for your presentation. It was very clear and it was very useful for our applicants, I'm sure. Now I will give the floor to Jaume to explain a bit more about our projects as our project coordinator. Please go ahead. Oh, let me just say, sorry, let me just say something. If anyone wants to ask any questions, please use the Q&A box. We will sure to address all of them, or at least we will try to address all of them. So go ahead, Jaume, sorry.
Thank you, Marina. Okay, I will share screen. 1 second, will take some time. I think now you can see the screen. Okay, well.
Not yet.
Not yet?
No.
Was working before. No?
No.
I will try again. Maybe if I do it this.
Yes. It's not in No, it's presenter mode.
Okay, 1 second. It was working before. Okay, now?
Now you stop sharing.
No. Okay.
Yes, perfect. Go ahead.
Nice. Okay, thank you. So first of all, so who is IBUS? Who we are? So we are Zabala Innovation Consulting from Spain. We are also F6S from Ireland. We are also Inestec from Portugal. EIT Digital from Belgium. Pavol Joseph Shafarik University from Slovakia. Cineca from Italy, and Universitat Pompeu Fabra. And of course, you are here for the large AI Grand Challenge, but IBUS is more than one challenge. We want to establish a prominent open challenge prize program that will serve as benchmark for the European AI community. And what we want to create attractive AI open innovation competitions. At least we will create 7 competitions, large AI Grand Challenge. And what we want from these competitions, we want that this competition leads to breakthrough technologies and solutions with substantial scientific progress. And who will develop these solutions? Well, we want to attract outstanding talent and best teams to tackle AI challenge. And will be teams from academia and from industry. There will be challenge focused on for different actors. So there will be all type of challenge. And we want also to engage sponsors, engage private and public sponsors capable of providing funding, attractive rewards, and expertise. But where we want this scientific and technological progress, we want to focus on major AI areas: optimization, explainability, robustness, natural language understanding, interaction, and collaborative intelligence. So, but how we can define this challenge? How we can define attractive AI challenge? And how we can provide attractive rewards? Well, this is only possible with a collaborative environment. We really need to gather all the perspective and visions in order to understand the problem and in order to cover all the needs. So therefore, what we want is to bring together experts, enabling the collaboration of researchers, innovators, industry leaders, and end users, among many others. But we want also to bring challenge owners, so that will help define the challenge to be tackled during the competitions based on operational issues they are facing. We want to provide the tools and the right activities to ensure proper communication and knowledge exchange between the experts. So we want to work together to define this attractive AI challenge. And we really need to be also aligned with industry and market. So we need to cover industry and market needs, including those in the public sector. So please, welcome. You are welcome to join our community and working groups that will define each of the challenges. We will open also specific calls, but you can also contact us straightforward through the website or the LinkedIn to join our community. Okay, we want to engage also sponsors and data providers. So we will define sponsorship package where you will know the benefits and the potential benefits that you will receive. It will not be only something about visibility of your brand. It will be more than this. We still are defining this sponsorship package, but to provide some of potential benefits is, on the one hand, to accelerate business problem solving. So you will also be possible to participate in the challenge definition or be a challenge owner, and provide also find new business opportunities, seeing other challenges in parallel. you will have access to innovative ideas and solutions. You will also have access to the top-level talented scientific and researchers in the field of artificial intelligence. You will also have unique opportunities to engage and networking with experts in the field. And of course, you will also have an increased brand visibility in events and in other activities. And we will also promote your products and services. These are some of the potential benefits of being a sponsor, among many others. We want also to provide potential awards. As we say before, we will organize at least 7 AI challenges, and we want to provide either through ABUs or through collaboration or through sponsors, all type of prizes. Monetary prizes, we already have up to 2 million euros. We want to also provide mobility programs, exchange, internships, and so on. We can provide access to supercomputers, like this collaboration with EuroHPC. We can also provide paper publications, among many, many other prizes. So follow our website and LinkedIn, and you will soon receive more information about the next AI challenge. So this is more or less all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jaume, for the overview of our project, not specific this large AI challenge, but the whole project that will continue after this challenge. And now I will give the word to Lilit, that comes from EuroHPC, and will also give us more of a technical view of what we intend with this challenge. Go ahead, Lilit.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me to clarify EuroHPC's role in this initiative from European Commission. I just want to make sure that you see my slides.
We do.
In a presenter
mode? It's good. It's good. It's okay.
Okay, thank you. So I will describe EuroHPC's role in this initiative, which is the European Commission's initiative. But before doing that, I saw from the audience that some people do know about EuroHPC, but some people may not. So I will give a very short introduction to EuroHPC. By the way, I am a program manager at EuroHPC Joint Undertaking in the Infrastructure Group. So this is our team, and EuroHPC is an EU body and a legal funding entity created in 2018 and autonomous since September 2020, and it's based in Luxembourg. We're a team of 35 employees, and we're still recruiting. So if anyone is interested to work in Luxembourg, we're welcome to apply. Our purpose is to pull together the resources of our members to develop, deploy, extend, and maintain a world-leading supercomputing quantum computing services and data infrastructure ecosystem in Europe, to support the development of innovative supercomputing components, technologies, knowledge, and applications to underpin a competitive European supply chain, and widen the use of HPC and quantum infrastructure to a large number of public initiatives and private users wherever they are located in Europe, and supporting the development of key HPC skills for European science and industry. And of course, this includes also AI. So who are our members? These are 34 participating countries, the European Union represented by the European Commission, and we have 3 private members. Each of our members is represented in the EuroHPC Joint Undertaking Governing Board, and the Governing Board also takes advice from the EuroHPC Industrial and Scientific Advisory Boards, called INFRAG and RIAC, when any decision to be made. So at the moment, we have inaugurated 7 supercomputers, all ranking among the world's most powerful supercomputers. Vega in Slovenia, Carolina in Czech Republic, Discover in Bulgaria, Meluxina in Luxembourg, Lumi in Finland, Leonardo in Italy, Deocalion in Portugal. And also we have 3 systems underway. We have Mare Nostrum 5, a pre-exascale system in Spain, Jupiter, the first European exascale supercomputer in Germany, and Daedalus, a mid-range system in Greece. What I want to mention is, independent of this challenge, everyone is welcome to apply and use these systems for free through our usual applications that are constantly open for you to do so. Just go to our website and then apply. So these are the top 500 systems, and for you, the most important ones are Lumi and Leonardo, because these 2 systems will be participating in this AI Boost challenge. And this is where the role of EuroHPC comes into this challenge. So Lumi is our first pre-exascale system. That is number 5 in top 500 list and number 7 in green 500 list. And then Leonardo, which is in Italy. By the way, Lumi is in Finland. Leonardo in Italy is number 6 in top 500 and number 18 in green 500. So I will concentrate on this 2, as you will be applying for getting GPU hours on this 2. The Lumi system is a Cray EX Hewlett-Packard system, and it has 309.1 petaflops, the Lumi G, so GPU part. And it has 4,976 nodes. Of course, these nodes have also CPUs in them. So in total, there are 11,712 GPUs, AMD MI250X. It has Slingshot interconnect with 200 gigabytes per second and 117 petabyte storage, Lustre plus Ceph. It is an AMD platform, so CPUs are 64-core AMD EPYC and GPUs are AMD Instinct MI250X. The Cineca system, Leonardo, is Atos Vulsekena XH2000 system. It has 238.7 petaflops booster. So it has 4,992 nodes, GPU nodes, and then that means 13,842 GPUs. And it's cut-rail InfiniBand HDR, 200 gigabytes per second, and then 110 petabyte storage Lustre. It's an Intel NVIDIA platform. The CPUs are Intel Sapphire Rapid 56 core and Intel Ice Lake 32 core. And then GPUs are NVIDIA custom Ampere A100. So in this evaluation of this AI Boost challenge, there are 3 steps. If you read the documentation, then there is this preliminary assessment, which will be done by AI Boost Grand Challenge Office. Then there is a technical assessment, which is done by EuroHPC hosting entities. That means hosting entity is the technical staff at the supercomputing center. So in this case, at Cineca and at CC in Finland. And this is also where the EuroHPC's roles comes in. And then there is the scientific assessment, which is done by scientific panel. So for the technical evaluation, the hosting entities at Lumi and Leonardo will evaluate the technical feasibility of the proposal submitted to their systems. The proposals can be technically accepted or rejected. In case the proposal has been rejected, it will not proceed further. In this case, another project from the remaining list of the preliminary assessment process will be selected if available. So when you submit your applications, it is important to note the following. Applicants are required to provide a detailed project scope and plan for the development of the large-scale AI model. They must also offer solid justification for the panel model's relevance. The justification for the use of HPC, and this is extremely important for the technical evaluation, technical eligibility, and demonstrate their team's expertise in training foundation models using HPC systems, as well as the efficient use of the target supercomputers like Lumi and Leonardo, along with an appropriate plan of the use of the computing time. I don't know. I think I want to stress is like 3 times that it is extremely important, especially for this challenge, to show the plan of usage of the 2 million GPU hours, because it's enormous amount of resources, and the applicant will have only 12 months to use it. So it's very important to have the plan, because sometimes we see the usage when people ask to use the remaining of their budget during the last 3 months of the project period, and that will not be possible because there are other users of these systems. So please make sure you have appropriate plan to use these 2 million GPU hours during 12 months. An SME can present a proposal targeting the LUMI supercomputer and an independent proposal targeting the Leonardo supercomputer. Only one proposal can be submitted by a SME to each of the specific supercomputers. However, it's important to note that an individual SME is not eligible to receive both prices. So if you submit 2 proposals, one to Leonardo and one to LUMI, only one of these will be granted. Applicants should consider the specific architecture and development frameworks that best suits their model, and the software requirements should be present in the project proposal. So the keyword is benchmarks. Please show the benchmarks that your models are capable using these huge systems and this large amount of GPU hours. LUMI winner will get up to two prizes will be given to LUMI winners, an allocation of 2 million GPU hours on the LUMI facility per project. This allocation will be used to develop large-scale AI models described in the proposals in the 12 months following the prize award. For Leonardo, the same thing, up to 2 prizes will be allocated for 2 million GPU hours on the Leonardo facility per project, and again for 12 months. If you require further information on Leonardo or LUMI systems, please contact the hosting entities via the emails given in my slide. And then please refer to the Large AI Grand Challenge open call when you ask your questions. And with that, I would like to thank you for your attention, and you are welcome to pose your questions.
Thank you so much, Lilit, for your technical overview of the challenge. A lot of questions are being asked in the Q&A. So to our speakers, if you might be addressing some while we are doing this. Manuel is already doing it. Thank you so much. And now I will pass the floor exactly to Manuel to also talk a bit more about the technical parts of the challenge. So go ahead, Manuel.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Yes, I'm trying to answer some of the questions. I hope this presentation also clarifies some of the questions in the Q&A. I guess you can see my screen, right?
Yes, yes, perfect.
So I would talk a little bit about some further details on the Large AI Challenge and how will these proposals be assessed, and what is our goal here, right? So as many as asked, we are focusing on this challenge on general purpose AI, but specifically in large language models. This is important because, as you know, they are taking a lot of innovation in various sectors. So our purpose on the large scale Grand Challenge is support the development of these models and increase the visibility of Europe in this field, also in this cross-sectoral application of these models. And it will be awarded to innovative startups and SMEs, as you already heard from my colleagues. So again, what are the prices? We have our monetary prices, which is 1 million euros, divided in the 4 awarded projects, 2 for the LUMI and 2 for the Leonardo architectures, as you already hear. Also, you will get the chance also to be part of the network sponsored by the European Commission, the CNET, and the EuroHPC. Also to work with the EuroHPC facilities and target supercomputers if you are new on this field. It is important also to know that the award, the GPU hours allocation, will be for 12 months. So the project, let's say, limited to these 12 months, and in the work plan, as maybe my colleagues have said, should be specified how these resources will be used. So what type of proposal we are looking for? So participants are invited to submit the proposals, as you know, for large language model. These models could also be applied in any industry or some of the industry. The model should be trained from scratch. So we are not expecting pre-training models, as some of you asked. And with a minimum of 30 billion parameters. This will be trained from the state-of-the-art that you might provide background state-of-the-art details on your proposal. Also the type of training data we will use. Besides that, the specific architecture and development framework should be exposed for the proposal, and also the software requirements should be detailed. Multimodal models, that's it, using language models with different purposes or different type of large AI models are not expected. They are welcome, but it's not our focus on this time to evaluate other kind of proposals. Multi-language models, though, are not mandatory, but will be received because one of the European values is to foster, to strengthen the multi-language approach. And also an impact ethical assessment will be required for the proposals. So let's talk a little bit about the eligibility criteria. Also, some questions were regarding this. We expect single legal entities for small and medium enterprises. So this includes startups, not research centers or innovation centers are expected, neither consortiums. So this small and medium enterprise should be established in the member states of the European Union. And this SMS should have or should prove that they have the technical capacity and experience working on large-scale AI model and HPC centers. If not, they are looking for include expertise during the project. They can specify what are the expectations. Regarding open science, it's an obligation that all European funded projects comply with this policy. So you will require also to define what's your open science approach on this project. Project should focus on civil applications and also should comply with EU policy interests and priorities, right? Which is environmental, social, security, industrial policies. If you are having with doubts with the open science policy, you can reach the European Commission website. And some of the limitations, I already mentioned, the consortiums are not eligible. We're expecting only SMEs and startups, of course. The SMEs should be present one proposal for each of the architecture, but not both will be eligible. So not an SME cannot receive both prizes at the same time, only one of them, but you can approach both architectures. So we are looking for, of course, differentiation factor to the existing large language models that are in the field right now. So the innovative enhancement could be in different fields, different applications, also different models that affects the state of the art. And one of the important details is that there's not expected to provide a funding if you already have funding for EU prize or any grant, including the EuroHPC's access calls. So there's a rule of double financing. I will talk a little bit about our criteria. Our criteria for assessing the project and evaluating the project is divided in three categories. First is the excellence. So we are looking for evaluating the quality and the merit of the project. This includes the background on LLMs and background on intellectual property from the SMEs. Of course, being startups, it's not expected that has a long story on the field, but other related projects will be welcome. Then the soundness of the project and the concept is important to address if it has enough innovation on it. Third, identify what are the requirements and barriers in the state of the art in the field. So being sure that having new models. Finally, the clarity, credibility, and preparedness of the proposal, including data management, ethics, impact assessment, resource allocation, and the development framework used during this proposal. The second criteria is innovation and impact, to assess the innovative nature and the impact that will have in society and industry. So first, the originality and novelty of the proposal. Second, the capabilities of the model that follow the European values, as I mentioned before: diversity, inclusiveness, multilingualism, explainability, robustness, energy efficiency, transparency, human oversight, bias detection, misinformation. So these are topics that are very important for European Commission. So those that address these definitions will be very welcome. So demonstrating innovation and industrial impact on a diversity of sectors, market, or a socio-economical approach is important. I think some questions were regarding this, if they have contacts or if they have implemented or have industrial partners. This will be welcome if you can prove the interest in society or industry of your product. And finally, open science strategy will be also evaluated in this criteria. And finally, the quality of and efficiency of the implementation. We will evaluate the feasibility of the work plan to deliver the project. If it's aligned with the objectives of the project in the whole, if the resources planned to be used are efficient and are in accordance to the available resources, if it's appropriate in the schedule, in the 12 months that I mentioned before, and if the technical capacity and the previous technical expertise from the SMEs is according. So thank you very much. I will be happy to answer any question for that.
Thank you, Manuel, for your super clear presentation. And now I will pass the floor to Mariana to explain the more technical in terms of how to apply part of this challenge. She will show you where you need to go, which documents you need to upload, what answers you need to answer. So Mariana, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Are you all seeing my screen?
We are.
Yes. Thank you. So at this point of the webinar, you should have almost a complete look of what the project is, what are we looking for, the eligibility criteria. But I will, as Marina said, I will complement it with the practical aspects of the application form and platforms to do it. But before that, let me start by saying what is F6S, and our role in this project is the open calls management and also dissemination and communication. F6S is a leading SME network and platform for a lot of areas, commercial, corporate, government, university, as many other accelerator programs. We help thousands of such initiatives worldwide. We are very experienced in creative, effective recruitment campaigns, targeting the right SMEs, startups. I know a lot of you received our targeted newsletter for this initiative. So we disseminate and manage such initiatives and the process of the applicants. What large AI Grand Challenge, this open call, as you were meeting this morning, aims to foster the development of a large-scale artificial intelligence models in Europe. So we want to put Europe in the scene of having a foundation model using EuroHPC targeted facilities. Lumi and Leonardo supercomputers in specific. This model needs to be new, needs to be trained from scratch, and needs to possess a minimum of 30 billion parameters. So, as all my colleagues before were sharing, were saying, this is super great prize coming after Christmas. So we have up to 4 winners, 2 winners for the Lumi supercomputer, 250 K to use. Sorry, because I have a screen here in front of me that is hiding some aspects. So an allocation of 22 million GPU hours for these computers, supercomputers, Lumi and also Leonardo, the same amount of hours, 2 million GPU hours, and the price of 250K. Also, you will get visibility for your startup SME and the opportunity to be the world-class EuroHPC supercomputer. Let me just hide here the panel. Okay. When it comes to the timeline, the open call opened in 16th of November and is accepting proposals until 16th of January. So please pay attention to the deadline. Don't forget to submit. Don't forget to apply. We are super enthusiastic about having your application. The evaluation process will start after that day, after closing of the open call. And earlier, February, we it is expected to have the first communication, the result of the preliminary assessment. The final results will be communicated in March/April next year. So how does this process work? You submit your application form through F6S platform that I will show you next to this slide. Then you will be to a process of pre-selection, a pre-assessment, having in mind the criteria of eligibility. If you're accepted, you continue to the technical and scientific assessment, as my colleagues were explaining. If not, you get the rejection letter. The pre-selected phase, after that, you will be announced with a sub-grantee, so the contract of agreement. And if you accept it, you enter in the project phase of having 12 months to develop it. So how and where you should apply? You should go through our website, the project website, aiboostprojects.eu. You have all the details in this tab, large AI Grand Challenge dedicated tab. And in this web page, you will see the record of this webinar, all the documentations to submit, the guide for applicants. These two important attachments and mandatory attachments, you should download it and then upload it in the platform. This is a workable form that you have there, is a copy of the application form that you could use it offline, but this is not the application to submit. The application to submit is an online form that I will show you in the F6S platform. So if you go to this website, our platform, you have a dedicated application form to respond, to complete, to fill in, and then attach these two mandatory annexes. So that dedicated page of the application form that I was talking about is this F6S Large AI Grand Challenge Apply web page. You should create, the first step is to create your profile here. If you are not yet registered in the network, you should do it as a first step. Then you will enter and be authorized to have access to the application form. You should fill in all the mandatory parameters of the application and pay attention to the attachments. So had the two attachments that I was showing. So please apply until 16th of January, 5 p.m. set. If you have questions, we are here, we are available. We have other channels that you could go. Subscribe our newsletter to be up to date with any channel that we have, any news, any communication or novelties or updates when it comes to this open call and the other initiatives of the project. Don't miss this opportunity. And of course, go through the documentation that has all the aspects that were referred today. So thank you for your time. Now I think we are ready to tackle the last part of the webinar, right, Marina?
Exactly. Thank you, Mariana, for the clear explanation on how to apply. And now we are ready for the Q&A. Although Manuel is doing a great job answering in the Q&A chat. Let me just really quickly share the screen. Okay, we have a couple of open questions. I will maybe read them, and if you feel comfortable on answering, I will be glad to. So we have a question about the 13 billion parameters. Where does it come from and how is it a measure of performance? Maybe this is for Lilit.
I think it was Cecile putting this parameterization, so it's not the EuroHPC requirement. Maybe someone who has connection with Commission can answer that.
Oh, okay, but Cecile had to leave. So also all of these questions, just to assure everyone that no questions will be unanswered, we will do a Q&A and put it on the website after the webinar with all of the questions that arise here on the webinar. So maybe we can't answer some of them because Cecile had to leave, but we will answer them after. So don't be sad if your question does not get answered live. I don't know, I will just read the questions, and if you can answer them, please do. What kind of data sources will be available or allowed to be used? Can anyone address this? Okay. So
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Regarding data, I mean, you are able to propose any sort of data that, of course, complies with the copyrights laws and the let's say intellectual property. But they are not expected to provide any data from our side. There are a lot of available data in different portals, European portals, but from the EUBoost project, in principle, we are not expecting to give any specific data.
Okay, perfect. Another question is about how to use these supercomputing hours. Can the computing power be used to tokenize data, or is it limited to train the models?
It's up to the applicant to decide how they want to spend the amount of GPU hours they get. If the model needs tokenizing, you can do that, but just be mindful that it's not unlimited resources and the time is not unlimited either.
Okay,
and be
perfect.
considerate, and also be considerate of other users on the system.
Okay, perfect. Another question, I think we answered this, but it's never too much to stress this. If people can start from an existing model and just reset weights, or if it's necessary to start a new architecture.
All right, maybe I can take this. We are expecting that models are training from the ground, so we are not expecting starting from pre-training models. So
Okay, so should be from scratch, as we already mentioned before.
yes, I think someone asked if they have started their own model. I mean, if they are in use start training smallest model from the side. I think this is eligible, but not using pre-train like Llama or ChatGPT, etc.
Okay, so if people are
based.
already started their own model, their proprietary model, it's okay to apply, but not to capitalize on pre-existing models already on the market. That's the point.
Exactly.
Okay, and what type of project management will be needed? So reports, calls, documentations, what type of workload will be needed on the management side over this year? Can anyone clarify this?
Yes, I can. Because I've seen other similar questions. So what we're giving is a price, a monetary price. It's not a grant. So first, so to be used for the development, but we will not do any monetization on this. At the same time, on the other side, there will be this allocation to the supercomputing. You will need to fulfill some of the conditions that the EuroHPC applies. Well, maybe Lilit can answer later or provide further information. But at the administrative level, at the end of after 12 months, I think you will have 3 months to send a report of the to showcase the results, and that's it. So very simple.
Okay, so no regular reporting. It's just it's not a grant, it's a prize. So you just need to report by the end, basically. So the management.
Probably you will need to, well, maybe Lilit, but you will be in contact with people from.
People that get access to our systems at the end of the project period submit a report 3 months after the project is finished. And we usually are not very persistive on details, how detailed it should be. So the report itself decides what he wants to include into the reports, as long as it shows the meaning of the project and the results.
Okay, and still on this management part, is the money provided up front or by the end?
So the money after the award, there will be we will do a kind of event, and we will provide at that time the monetary prize, monetary prize. Sorry, is that the question? No.
The question was if the money is given in the beginning or at the end of the 12 months period.
No, at the beginning.
At the beginning, okay. So the money is given up front in the beginning. Okay. Another question is if two different SMEs can apply as a joint venture. That I can answer. No, no consortiums are allowed. Only single entities, SMEs or startups, incorporated, right? They need to be incorporated, right? Jaume?
Sorry, what do you mean?
The startups or SMEs that apply need to be incorporated. So they need to be already incorporated, right? They need
Yes.
to be legal entities or already.
Yes, single legal entities, exactly.
Okay,
Yes.
they cannot be in the process of or incorporate later. They need to be already, because this was a question also in the chat previously. I saw this. So just to clarify. Okay, let me see what else. Are vertically focused language foundation models, for example, coding LLMs, in target with the challenge? Vertical focused language foundation models are in target with the challenge? Can anyone answer this?
I'm not sure what they mean by vertically. I assume that is oriented to a specific application or a specific industry. So this is welcome, of course. I don't know if that's what they refer.
I mean, I don't know either. I just read the question.
So
The thing is,
let us to highlight that some of our technical experts are not as a speaker, are not involved as a speaker. So we will solve some of these questions after.
Of course, we will go through all the questions and create a FAQ to put on the website with all the answers to all of these questions, because as Jaume was saying, some of the technical people are not here, and also Cecile had to leave. So yeah, we are trying to answer more generic questions and what we can. So let me go very quickly through. This one is already answered. Okay, so the eligible countries are European state members and overseas countries only. Okay, associated countries are not eligible for this specific challenge, although they will be later on for other calls of the project, but not for this specific one. This one is really targeting European companies, SMEs and startups. This was a recurring question also here in the chat. Okay, so I have some questions here of my own that will, I guess, overlap with some of the things we already talked today, but just to clarify a bit. Can large enterprises participate in the challenge? No, we only target single legal entities, so incorporated, not in the process of, they need to be already legal entities, startups and SMEs. Okay, there is this Commission's recommendation there. You can consult it. So only SMEs and startups are allowed in the challenge. Can an SME present a proposal targeting both Lumi and Leonardo? No, but however, an SME can submit two proposals, one for the Lumi supercomputer and another, a different independent proposal for the Leonardo supercomputer. But you only can have one of the proposals winning, if that's the case, okay? You can never win both. You can target both computers, but not win on both computers. What are the expected outcomes of the challenge? So we want to develop large scale AI models in Europe. This is quite clear from all the presentations. And we will select up to 4 proposals to create innovative foundation language models that will overperform state-of-the-art systems in a number of relevant tasks. The development of these models should necessarily involve the use of high-performance computing. Of course, that's why we are in this with EuroHPC. The model must be trained from scratch. This is quite important. Although if you already have your model, your own model ongoing, you can apply with it, and possesses a minimum of 30 billion parameters and be trained following state-of-the-art optimal scaling laws for computing and training data size. Okay. Oh, sorry. And 2 more questions about IPR ownerships. So overall, the awarding entity does not acquire ownership of the outcomes generated within the framework of the prize. However, please remember to follow open science approach. Moreover, additional bonuses will be assigned during the evaluation process to proposals that release artifacts, code, and/or model weights as open source. So this is also important. And do I need to prove the operational capacity and experience of the company? No, yes. This no is a typo. Sorry, when I was copy pasting this into the slides. So yes, the answer is yes. The challenge is open only to SMEs and startups with technical capacity and experience working with or on large-scale AI models. So yes, okay, I will correct the slides after this. This was my typo. So yeah, okay. So let me quick look at the chat, but
Marina, sorry, I was just answering questions about the countries and
okay, go ahead.
Making some publicity to the project, social media channels and newsletter, because the AI Boost project is just starting. Next year we'll have more challenges, more news. So people could in the future be eligible for our competitions.
Yeah, for different challenges. Different challenges will come up next year, so stay tuned. Here you have all the information. You just go to aiboost/project.eu. We also have an email that you can contact us on info@aiboostproject.eu. And of course, this webinar will be placed on our YouTube channel. You can see it probably later on today. It will be available and will also be published on the website. And all the information that you need is on the website. Feel free to contact us in any case if you have any doubts. And of course, the Q&A questions will all be answered. We will create a specific part on the website to answer all the questions that we couldn't do today because not all the technical people are here. But we hope that we have answered most of your questions and clarified at least who we are targeting and who we are looking for, and what are the expected outcomes and what is the expected work that you need to do. So does anyone else wants to say anything? Manuel, Jaume, Lilit?
Yes, please do not wait until the last time. Apply now.
I just want to tell 2 important things. One is thank you everyone for meeting. I have to leave for a meeting now, but we also will be open soon call for evaluators, since something that we haven't explained in depth, but this will be evaluated by several experts in the field in AI language and HPC. So soon we will be open for evaluators that help us to assess the project as well. So be in touch.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Manuel.
And for EuroHPC, our party is to provide the resources, and we will be happy to see really nice projects running on our systems. That's it.
Perfect. And on F6S side, we are more than welcome to receive your applications until the 16th of January. Don't forget this. Don't leave it to the last minute. And also happy to clarify more questions that you might have in the future. So feel free to reach out. Feel free to go to our website, LinkedIn, YouTube channel for the replay of this webinar. And we really appreciated that you were all here today. So thank you so much and take care.
Thank you.